How is it for you getting ready for school and preschool or playgroup or childcare in the morning? Is it a fight? Does your child go so slowly? Is everything a struggle? Do you just end up getting really stressed and angry and late, perhaps, and just rushing around? If that's you, and it seems to be that it's the case of so many parents, then today what we're going to talk about are my three tips of getting out of the house, getting smoothly and easily in the morning. Okay, so if you've been like me, my daughter's now in year 2, so she's 7.5, and for the past 2 years of school and 2 years previous to that of preschool, it's been challenging getting ready in the morning, especially, and in the last year we've had another baby in the house. So, you know, if you've got more children, your attention is spread between them, it can get really quite stressful. And what I found was that I would get myself ready. Perhaps I'd wake up a bit groggy and I'm just like, oh, but I'd struggle to get going myself in the morning. I'd focus on getting myself ready. Emily was quite happy playing, so I went, fine, she's happily playing. That allows me to make the lunches, get changed, have a shower, and get myself ready to go. Then what I would do is I'd then say, right, Emily, it's time to get ready. And I'd have given her warnings in advance, going, you've got 5 minutes, 4 minutes, whatever. And then she wouldn't want to stop what she was playing. She would then move so slowly, and I'm going, we've got to leave, I'm getting really stressed, and it would just, and then I'd probably end up shouting, and it would just be like, right, we've got to get in the car now, and it would just be awful. So, if any of this sounds like you, here's 3 steps. My first one is just basic admin. Now, many of you are probably super organised as it is, but I have found lunches a real struggle. I would invariably stand, you know, at the fridge going, what am I going to give you for lunch today? And I'd just go, oh, I don't know. And I would cobble something together and just going, oh, I don't like that. So that would take up time and energy. So now I'm very clear, and I write out, when I do my weekly food plan, I'm really specific about each day's lunch for mine and for Emily's, and then I also then prepare perhaps on the Sunday or the night before, so I just know what I'm going to pack the next day. So that's easy, it's not stressful, it's done. The other thing I do is, because Emily is about, you know, your child is about to go to school, so that's a separation from you, and you know, most children are happy with it, some children are not. There's some level of anxiety sometimes about being separated from you. So those morning times together are really important. So now, instead of me getting ready separately and then expecting Emily to get ready, make her bed, clean her teeth, do her jobs, you know, on her own, we now do everything together. So we get changed at the same time, we clean our teeth together, we unstack the dishwasher together. I will do another video on chores another time, but we do things together, and it means that we've got that connection is being maintained. That connection's being maintained the whole morning, and it's not stressful, and we just sort of flow. And because then it's not under the pump, you've got 5 minutes to go, it just flows a lot better. There's less stress. My third tip, and this is the one that has really changed everything for me, is that I nurture myself first. So I now get up at 5:30, which initially was like, I can't possibly get up at 5:30, but actually it's like half an hour earlier than when my husband's alarm goes off. I then get up and I go for a swim or a walk outside. So it means then I get to look after myself first. I've had some exercise, I've been outdoors in nature, you know, we know that being in nature is restorative. And then I know that when I come home at 7 o'clock, because my husband needs to leave for work, I'm refreshed, I'm energized, and I'm really ready to be present with my kids. Because I've looked after myself first. And isn't that the key so often with our parenting, is that if we're stressed, we're then panicky with our kids. If we're calm and relaxed and peaceful within ourselves, then we can be more present and calm and peaceful and relaxed with our children. And those 3 things, getting basic admin sorted out, maintaining the connection with my child, and nurturing myself first, has made the world of difference. So I'd really encourage you to try some of those. You probably do some already, you might be really organised. But if you're not, really try that, because now it means that we leave the house and it's pretty painless. There might be a little bit of angst, but it's generally pretty painless, and we leave on time, which is quite unusual for me. So I'd love to hear how mornings are for you and any of your tips for getting ready in the morning, because there's so many things that we could do to get ourselves ready, and your comments would be really helpful for me, for the other members of our community, for other parents out there. I'd love to hear from you. So just pop your comments in the box below, and would love to hear how mornings are for you now. Thanks for watching, and I hope you found this video useful. If you'd like to find out more about what drives our children's behaviour and how we can be with them lovingly and effectively when they're having such a hard time and are in the heat of a full-blown tantrum, then check out my new course, Annoying to Amazing, Transform Your Everyday Parenting Challenges. In it, I'll go through how play can become your #1 disciplining tool, and I'll give real-life scenarios about how you can use play to minimise picky eating, or stop name-calling, or help your children clean their teeth, amongst many other things. I'll also give you a step-by-step approach of how to be with your children when they're crying, when they're hitting out, when they're having a real big meltdown tantrum on the floor and you just don't know what to do. I'm Helena Mooney, and I'm an aware parenting and a parenting by connection educator and mentor. I'm also mum to 2 children, one who's 7, who you'll hear a bit about in the course, as I've learned loads by being her mum and helping her with her emotions and dealing with my own reactions as well. And I've also got a toddler, so we're about to go back into all of that all over again. If you'd like to find out more about this effective, respectful, loving and highly practical approach of being with our children, then check out birthandparenting.com.au/amazing.